with Roland. Tonight, Dracula. We've all seen the ghoul named Roland, but of my dear, only her hand. Could it be he has fear because Igor is near, that he won't show the rest of my dear?
I am Roland, and that very interesting limerick you just heard was sent to me by Mrs. Irene Thompson of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't mind telling you that the joke is on you, Irene. If my dear ever started getting restless, Igor would run around like a werewolf trapped in the sunlight.
Here comes a 10-ton steamroller to give revolutionary new stainless vinyl Sandran floor covering the toughest test ever. We're throwing the world's worst staining agents on beautiful Sandran. Tomatoes, lemons, grapes, ink, bleach, and grease. And attempting to steamroller these stains into stainless vinyl Sandran with 10 tons of massive pressure. But watch this. One swish of a damp sponge mop wipes Sandran clean.
Because Sandran's 100% vinyl surface won't spot, won't stain, never needs scrubbing, keeps its just wax look without constant care.
So, stop working so hard. Get a gleaming, seamless vinyl Sandran floor for any room in your home. It's easy to be your own home decorator with stainless vinyl Sandran. There are over 90 clear, bright, beautiful Sandran colors and patterns for you to choose from. You can cover a big 9 by 12 floor for less than $20, so stop scrubbing forever. See stainless vinyl Sandran at your Sandran franchise dealer today.
He's calling you! Well, I want to see one of your home movies, I'll tell you, not before. Interrupting my valuable time like that, Igor. You've got a nerve, you do. Observance of National Home Beverage Week, I'm going to explain tonight the makings of the famous Dracula fizz. I hope you're all paying attention out there, because I do not intend to repeat my instructions. I've made several testings. My dear, how was that last little sample, my dear? Yeah, perhaps a little more. You mind your manners, you witch, you. Insufferable woman. Tonight I'm going to tell you the story of the Grand Master of the undead creatures of darkness. Now I hope you're paying attention so that you can learn a thing or two. I tell you the story of my old friend, Dracula.
I say, Porter, don't take my luggage down. I'm going on to Borgo Pass tonight.
Borgo Sorosbo, maestre?
Yes.
Borgo Sorosbo, maestre.
Big Mamo, Borgo e Sorosbo, Cornet. It's fair. No, please, put that back up there.
The driver, he's afraid. Walpurgis Knight. Good fellow he is. He wants me to ask if you can wait and go on after sunrise.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's a carriage meeting me at Borgo Pass at midnight.
Borgo Pass?
Yes.
Whose carriage?
Count Dracula's.
Count Dracula's?
Yes.
Castle Dracula?
Yes, that's where I'm going.
To the castle?
Yes.
No. You mustn't go there.
You will say that I get lives. Not human lives, but small, with blood in them. I'll be loyal to you, Master. I'll be loyal.
He got the job. You'll excuse me, that's totally... Just a moment! All right. sorry. These are two old friends of mine. They're from an old Transylvania family of living heads. And they're a little mean right now with jealousy. See, their cousin, mind you, is starring in a new Hollywood movie, a film called The Man Without a Body, mind you. Terribly exciting story about an ancient head, 400 years old, procured for a dangerous and exciting brain transplanting operation and experiment. You can understand why these two dear old headless friends of mine are so jealous. There he is, the head of horror that lives and talks and destroys with his diabolical power. That is, up to the point where the good doctors decide to attach it to the living body of a healthy young man. Count Dracula and I nominate this story, this film, for the Grand Academy Award of Transylvania. And the runner-up for the award is a film for the ladies called Fright. Story about a young lady who had to be killed to live. Both of these charming pictures are at your local cinemas starting Sunday, the 9th of March. You cannot see these at home like you're doing now, you lazy people. You have to go out. I intend to take Igor on his leash. That is, if he isn't too frightened by the whole scary mess. Now, if you'll excuse me while I put these two people out of your sight, I don't want them to worry. There I am. I want to get along with this fizz-biz here. Now, you understand about these things. You got to be real septic when you mix this stuff. I should be ready to start in a few minutes here. Just want to draw a little bit off. You got to taste the temperature, you know, just like a baby's bottle. You can't mess around with this Dracula stuff. Feels rather good. No. It's not quite room temperature. Nice and sharp, though. Down here, you know, it's a little hard to get things at room temperature. The humidity, you know. Speaking of humidity, that reminds me of good old London. And always remember the day that Count Dracula landed in good old jolly England.
I want you to have Renfield closely watched by day and night, especially by night.
Especially by night. That's the best time for vampires, I tell you. Vampire doesn't get around much in the daytime, you know. I'm already here to run off a little test batch, you might say. Got the stuff here, you know. You have to have the stuff, you know. Looks like this is going to be very... Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Whee! Hot! Whee! Oh! Ooh. Oh, dear. I'll have to get that off the wall before it eats through the stone, you know. Well, I always like to do my house cleaning the way Mama used to do it. I believe in the old-fashioned way.
Spring house cleaning, 1916, Grandma tied a rag on a broom and swept down the house. Then she scrubbed her walls and floors. It's a lot of work, scrubbing, rinsing, and wiping dry. And yet today there are some women who still do their spring house cleaning with those cumbersome extra steps. They use a laundry detergent. They scrub. And then they have to rinse and wipe dry. But what a difference with modern spick and span. You just dampen your sponge with spick and span. Its exclusive instant-acting formula absorbs the dirt on contact. There's no soaking, no rinsing, no wiping dry. Once over, work's over. You get shining results on walls, woodwork, kitchen cabinets, appliances, Venetian blinds, and linoleum. Spick and span is safe for all washable surfaces, mild and gentle to your hands. So do your spring house cleaning the fast, easy way with Once Over Spick and Span.
When you tire easily and can't put your finger on the reason, when routine work becomes a chore, you may be the victim of phantom fatigue, caused simply by not getting enough of the food energy you need. Try Ovaltine, because fighting phantom fatigue is one of Ovaltine's 3 great benefits. Its soothing warmth starts untensing you. Soon, Ovaltine Quick Energy starts to pick you up. And in addition, when you drink Ovaltine regularly, its 27 vitamins, minerals, and other important food elements reinforce your diet, help preserve your vitality, keep nerves steady. And what's more, Ovaltine is delicious. You love its subtle, satisfying flavor. So to fight phantom fatigue and to reinforce your diet, enjoy all of Ovaltine's wealth of soothing, energizing, protecting nourishment. Get Ovaltine today.
Sometimes this housework just wears me down, don't you know? Wears me down. I get so fatigued. And there's so many phantoms around the place. Something wrong here. That last little test batch was a little too soupy for me. I think perhaps a little live medicine here, a little roots or two will help the situation along. A little live stuff in the little bait, you know, kind of spruces it up. A little worm here. One of my famous... Here, you... That'll fix you, fellow. Now, let's see what we got here. No action here at all. Well, let's just try a little bubbly-o. Nothing. The whole fault was Igor's. He didn't get me a carbonated mailman like he promised. Besides that, he was hiding the greatest ingredient of all, bone dust. You gotta have good bone dust around the house or you can't mix a thing, not in Transylvania. Now, just put a little of the old fluid in here. Here, you get in there. There you are. Sorry, my dear. Little damp, I know. Now, with the bone dust, you see, you have no problems. Oh, my, yes, no problems at all, whatsoever. There's a little for you there, my dear. Now, let's see what we've got here. Oh, dearly. Here, my dear, spider. Absolutely delicious. Now, I hope you know how to make a Dracula fizz. If you've been paying attention and taking notes, you know the rights and wrongs, the ins and outs. An old Transylvanian home recipe. Tomorrow night, I have an announcement. Tomorrow night, I will be out in the western plains of Pennsylvania receiving an award of sorts. I will not be here. I have decided to do this because it gives... Whee-ha! That stuff is hot! I have decided to do this because my dear and Igor have been plaguing me to let them tell you one of my famous stories, and tomorrow night will be the time. The four-sided triangle is the thing they're going to struggle through, and they'll have a deuce of a time, I know it. Nobody can tell my stories like I can. Now, my dear, I'm going to remove your stake so that you'll be able to have a little freedom tomorrow. A little bit tight, my dear. There we are. Now, is there anything that I can tell you in the way of a tip or two about telling a story?
What do you mean you know all about it? You don't know a thing about it. Don't talk to me in that tone of voice, you. You can tell the whole story with the whole stake. Yes, Count, I'm coming. This is a formal affair tomorrow, and I'm wearing my Transylvanian graduation cap. Now go have yourselves a good bad dream, a nightmare, if you will. Good night, whatever you are.